questions I want to ask you before we leave, man. And I don't think he get mentioned on a lot of platforms, but do you care to talk about the legacy of Lord Infamous and what he meant to hip hop? Because I don't think a lot of platforms cover him like that. So he wanted to give it that voice.
Oh man, Lord Infamous, what could I say, man? What could I say? I could say a lot, honestly. Man, you legend, the legend himself, man. I honestly, again, I told you before he passed, I was already cutting records with him. We had already did a group, Blood Money, and we was working on some newer records. So he was one of the only ones, in the midst of all the beef, he was the first one I got to squash the beef with, I was able to squash beef with Cooster Nigga, too, rest in peace, before he passed. Nobody was ever expecting those guys to pass like that so fast. But, yeah, man, Lord Infamous invited me back out to Memphis to do shows, still doing music with me, squashing the shit. That's why everybody else was still harboring hate. Like, man, we don't like that dude. He was like, I'm going to let that dude rap on my shit. I'm finna do a group with this dude. So, that was real big in itself. You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of people, in a lot of people's eyes, he's the face of 3 6 Mafia. So when he did that, fans was looking at that shit like, okay, Parliament saying don't fuck with T-Rock, but Lord Infamous fuck with T-Rock. So that overrode a lot of shit. You see what I'm saying? On many levels, because they looked at him like shit. Even though Paul is in command, a lot of people looked at him as the general. If 3 6 Mafia was X-Men, he'd be Wolverine. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers know Wolverine was the leader when it came to field combat. Professor X was the mastermind, the leader of the actual group, but in field combat, Wolverine was the leader. So a lot of motherfuckers looked at Lord Infamous the same way. Field combat, shit, he the leader. So if he say T-Rock good, then T-Rock good. And, that shit I'll never forget. I always be thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? I still remember years ago when I used to rap with 3 6, for a long time, he was distant. He didn't really talk much. You know what I'm saying? He talked to who he talked to, like the guys that was cool in the group, Crunchy, cool. If he didn't really know me like that. But, as time commenced, I still remember one night he just stepped to me in the studio. He was like, T-Rock, you bumping like a motherfucker, man. You goddamn want to just hang out, dude. You need to come to the house, man. We'll smoke weed, man. We'll goddamn write raps all day. We'll just come up with songs. You hear my number, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up. But, back then, I was like, damn, Lord Infamous was telling me I'm bumping. That was big, you know what I'm saying? Because, again, he didn't say much. So he said a mouthful. Then told me to start coming over writing raps with him. That was big shit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's just nothing but love and respect for him, man. Ricky done it, man. Lord Infamous. Nothing but love.
Yeah, man.